Hey there, welcome to Life with Andy, where we discuss life and the lessons learned along the way. Now, today we're talking about the importance of mentors and coaches in your life, and there's one saying that reminds me of why they're useful. It goes like this, you may have heard it. If you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, go together. Now, for me, I love this quote because I really have a tendency when I do things to go full speed straight away at the start, but I find it difficult to sustain that level of effort over a long term. And I think it's a strength of mine that I can dive in fully into things. But it's a weakness when I'm not able to sustain that always over a long period of time. And that's where, for me, coaches and mentors have played a huge role in my growth, whether it is as a working professional, whether it is as a musician, whatever area, mentors and coaches are so important because of the support they provide. They act as guides for whatever you're wanting to pursue. There's someone who wants the best for you. There's someone who's willing to walk beside you both to celebrate your victories and to be there with you in those moments of defeat. So a couple of the benefits of having a mentor is, first, like I just said before, they support you in the highest points and the lowest points, and they celebrate with you your wins and they mourn with you your losses. From there, another benefit I found is the accountability that having a mentor has. Now, for me, using the example of musicianship, I have a regular fortnightly meeting with my guitar tutor where we spend an hour going over technical specifics, and I know how much I need to prepare during the week before I go to that lesson, or else it's very uncomfortable for me because he knows, he's really good at knowing how much I've practiced, and it's kind of uncanny how accurate he is about the amount of time I've spent. But the good thing about accountability is it just means that you're not relying on your, your own internal motivation, but you have some external motivation as well, where on the days where you're a bit lacking internally, you have someone externally who can, keep up the consistency as you go through. So speaking of consistency, that's another benefit of accountability. It keeps you consistent. It means that you have a regular checkpoint where you can go to, someone who can make sure that you are sticking to the task, someone who knows how important your learning endeavor is and can help you stay on track and get to where you need to be. Now, I know for me, in school, I played a bit of sport, and I was in my school's rugby team, and the coach there was great, especially in the off season, where I talked about my goals for the next season ahead. And whenever I was in training, getting tired, he'd just remind me. He didn't need to yell at me. He'd just say, "Hey Andrew, I know that you wanted to be a regular starter next year. This is what you need to do to get there." And then instantly I would go back, this training sucks, but I want to be a starter for this team, so I need to dig in and work hard. And because that helps get through those times where you're feeling sluggish, or the weather's not great, or you don't want to be there, but it reminds you actually the struggle is worth the reward, or as some say, the juice is worth the squeeze. That's always an interesting saying. Now that I think about it, I haven't actually heard that one in a while, but yeah. Anyway, and another thought, so I just got that written down here. Mentors are great because they identify when you're in a rut as well. So there's times when you're hitting a wall, or you're stuck, and sometimes you can't fully identify that yourself, but a mentor gives a third-party perspective to say, hey, this is what I'm seeing, and then they give you the tools to work through that. And that's so useful when you keep hitting a wall and you just can't see a way around it. But sometimes, metaphorically, they can give you a footstool, be like, here, this is what you need, or a ladder, or actually, that wall's completely irrelevant. If you just take a step to the left, you won't even hit the wall. And it's just the simple things that when you're caught up in something or in life's challenges you can't see, but that third party perspective goes such a long way. And then something else as well, which I think really differentiates the difference between going along and going together, is one, they can reaffirm you of your strengths as an individual or in the pursuit that you're learning, while also kindly guiding you through your weaknesses and strengthening them as well. So it's sometimes in life we can forget what we're good at and magnify or make weaknesses bigger than they actually are. Well, I find mentors are great at providing the right level of balance when viewing those things, but also the tools to strengthen in both areas. So for me now, as you know, I've been learning some Korean, and it's only been a couple of weeks at the time of this recording, and it's amazing how even already, going hard, and when life gets busy, how easy it is to let things slide. And something that's really helping me in terms of the long-term maintenance of this is I've made sure to book at least once a week a 30-minute lesson with a mentor in relation to Korean. And for me, it's not even about what I'm learning in that lesson, it's about the accountability that mentor brings. So I'm excited to hopefully model out the importance of having a mentor longer term as they go through my Korean learning journey. I want to leave you with this challenge. For something that you're interested in growing in, or something that you're interested in trying, I challenge you to try find a mentor or coach in that area to help you pursue that. Whether that's a friend who's really good at the skill set, if you're into language learning, maybe it's find someone italki, whatever it is, I challenge you, try find someone that can act as a mentor, and I think you'll be amazed at how much more consistent you can be in pursuing your dreams. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Life with Angie, where we discuss life and the lessons learned along the way. Really appreciate your support. If you are interested in watching my journey further, highly recommend you hit the subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you have an awesome day. Peace!